I usually have to look out for random noises that keep tapping. I get so scared because Madeline, that's like one of her biggest triggers. My name's Chloe and I care for my sister Madeline, and she has autism and an intellectual disability. I am 13 years old and I've been caring for my sister since I was a toddler. We used to sign to each other, which is like explaining like drinking and toilet, lots of those signs. I used to help care for Madeline by changing her nappy, getting her dressed, taking her to the toilet and showering. I also play with her, and that can also help my mum by giving her some free time, because I'm a different person from my mum and the carers. So I think that's why it helps for her to have a change sometimes. When she's happy, she's like a little toddler, so when you're playing with her, it's like really fun when she enjoys it. But when she's not really enjoying it, it's not very fun. It's like when a toddler's having a meltdown and you can't calm them down. So I have a secret tactic. I go into a room where she's usually having a meltdown and I whisper in her ear something that no one knows. And I also change the scenery or take her out of the thing that is causing the meltdown. I usually have to look out for random noises that keep tapping, like when I have a production or something and a note is being held for way too long. I get so scared because Madeline, that's like one of her biggest triggers, and also tapping your foot. She hates that. Sometimes little kids can annoy her for some reason and she yells at them, and that is not good. Caring for my sister can affect my schooling and work because when she's having a meltdown, my room's not very soundproof, so when I'm doing my homework or learning a song, it's really loud, so that's why it really affects my learning, and that's mainly maths, so yeah. My friends don't have the same responsibilities I do because they can just go home and go on their phone or just relax or do their activities, but it's not really fair because I have to go home and hear Madeline having a meltdown or helping out the carer. Sometimes caring for my sister can affect how I feel at school because it can feel lonely because other kids at my school might not do that, and I feel like because when I go home sometimes the carer doesn't do it, and because Madeline's having a meltdown over the carer, and so I have to help or get her dressed or take her in the shower, and I feel like it's not right for a 13-year-old, so it can make me feel a bit sad about caring for her. My teachers don't know what I go through because I haven't told them, but in primary school my friends knew and so did the teachers, and my teachers in primary school really supported me, but in high school, since I've got a lot of teachers, it's kind of harder for them all to know what I'm going through, but I don't really let that affect me at school. Yeah, it was really good going on these events and that I got to have a break from caring with my sister, and I just got to be a kid. It was really fun exploring, bounce and having fun with lots of other kids who are similar to me, and I think it's really awesome that they all understand what I'm going through. I have made one good friend and we are still in contact through messaging, and we occasionally see each other in the other young care events. My interest is singing and music. I do singing lessons, piano lessons and guitar lessons, and Carer Gateway helps me continue my lessons. My piano lessons help with my singing because it really complements my voice and it helps with songwriting, and It's really fun in general, like I really like to perform to my parents and family. I wrote a song about my sister and it is called Not an Ordinary Sister, and it is about how she's not ordinary like other people. The inspiration behind the lyrics were how her behaviours are and how she also makes life happy and interesting. The sun will keep on shining, we still have stars above. Though the world may not be perfect, we will always have our love. The moon shines bright at night time, I wish you could see it too. I tuck you into bed at night, I wrote this song for you. Being a young carer can be hard, but we just have to appreciate the little things, like when she hugs me and says, "I love you, Chloe." You're not alone, and there are other young carers like me, and we can support each other.